Yeah man people, yeah man, welcome back to your channel man, welcome back to your channel. I don't know my day have to react to the US men's national team. Yeah, the Rasta just dropped, literally just saw the Rasta around 30 minutes after that drop, and I'm waiting for that Rasta because I was, anticipated to see who they're going to pick, because the US team, so many players, on farm, and some big names are missing, and some quite a few surprising. Not really big massive name, but when you really look on the farm and all these players are playing this season here for their clubs, who would doubt it said that they're not going to be in the national team coming for the semi-final, and the final or the third place for the US men's national team. But when I look on the fixture, Tyler Adams was that big one. Cameron Carter-Vickers, the man that who started the last two Nations League game in both tie versus Trinidad and Tobago, one in the US and one in Trinidad, and he's not in the squad. So, I mean, you can say, quite a few players also in that 23-man squad that got named, who you would say not on farm, who is on farm, who is like 50-50, who's coming off injury and all of that. And to be honest, since the start of the year, I kind of details out around 40 American players that I know that can make the 23-man squad for the US team, and I keep a tag on them, and I keep analyzing them, I keep looking at their performance, knowing that I am a Reggae Boy fan, I will always know what's going on with the Reggae Boys, I will always know what's going on with the Reggae Boys. But I'm so intrigued with this tie. This is what the 32nd time already the US and Jamaica have played, going back from all the way to 1988. It was that Gilbert year? I think that's Gilbert year, and they have the better upper hand on us, but football player on the pitch, you don't really have to say much about history. But it's coming back from all the way to 1988, 32 times already. So that this game coming up in AT&T Stadium in Arlington would be the 33 game between the US men's national team and the Reggae Boys. But the 23-man squad that Greg Berhalter have named, the three goalkeepers are Drake Callender, the man that who yet to get his first cap for his national team. You don't know he played for Inter Miami. He's a very good staff shatter. But I'm going to just run through the squad and then detail back, all the players and what I think about them and all that. But Ethan Harvard, the Cardiff man that's not really regular in the championship team. Matt Turner, the man for Forest, since you would say the Portuguese coach came in, he has been his time on the pitch have been limited now, looking at as a cup goalkeeper. The defenders, Sergio Des, he's going to be suspended. Mark McKenzie, the Belgium, Christopher Lund, Tim Ream from Fulham, Chris Richards from Palace, Anthony Robinson from Fulham, Miles Robinson from Cincinnati, Joe Scaly, the former NYFC player that played in the German Bundesliga for Borussia Mönchengladbach. The midfielders, Tyler Adams, big one there for the US men's national team. Johnny Cardoza, the man that played in the La Liga for Real Betis under Manuel Pellegrini. Luca Della Torre, the man that played for Celta Vigo in the La Liga. Weston McKennie, the lethal man in the midfield, for the old ladies, Juventus. Yunus Musa for the Rossoneri's, AC Milan, and Gio Reyna, and loan from Borussia Dortmund to Nottingham Forest. Florent Balogun, Monaco. Ricardo Pepe, PSV in the Eredivisie League. Pepe have scored 2 goals on us, I think, the last time we played them in Texas. Josh Sargent, Christian Pulisic, the talisman, Captain America. Josh Sargent, the soldier, salute. Don't know he played for Norwich City, the man who is banging in goals since the start of the year. Tim Weah and Malik Tillman round off that 23-man squad for the US men's national team. But when I really look at it, the only player that I can really think of on top of my head that who haven't played a game, I said it, Drake Callender, the Inter Miami keeper, and Zach Stefan, is out. Amanda, transfer over the January period, leaving. He was at Man City and loan at Middlesbrough, wanted more game time, so now he's at Colorado Rapids in the MLS. I've started all games for them this season. Zach, you know, I think he have had around six appearances in the World Cup qualifiers. Yeah, 6 appearances in the World Cup qualifiers, but not managed to cement his spot, you know, after, you know, that build up to the World Cup game in 2022. So he's been out of the limelight, you know, for the US men's national team, and it also down to Matt Turner. But yes, Zach Stefan is out, but Drake Callender, yeah, I would say he is the third string goalkeeper. You know, he is a third string goalkeeper. And then Ethan Avor, you know, remember him in that Nations League when he came on for the man himself I just spoke about, Zach Stefan, in that final against the US when the US won the first Nations League 3-2 against the US. Remember that penalty he saved against Andres Guardado, the Mexican player. Yeah, he came on and saved that penalty in, I think, around after the 114th minute when, you know, when the US scored to go 3-2 up. You know, he got that chance to go 3-3 and he saved it, and he was the hero of the game, man of the match. So yeah, Orford, yeah, he's been around the squad. You know, he went to the last World Cup, not featured in it, but he is the second string goalkeeper to Matt Turner. Also, you know, not Drake Callender, you know, Matt Turner. You know, I was saying, you know, under Steve Cooper, he got some minutes under his belt, but since Nuno Espirito came in, it's like his time has been limited more and more, you know, on the pitch, and he's still a number one for Greg Berhalter. It doesn't matter what happened. It's just what kind of Southgate is doing. You know, if you're not getting any game for your club team, it doesn't change anything in the international team. So it's just one of them things. So yeah, let's see, you know, what's going to happen. Even though Matt Turner is going to play, I know that this US team, one thing I like with them, you can know who exactly going to start. Yeah, you can know who exactly going. You might have a little guess in the center half position, but other than that, it's straight up forward who going to be their starting 11 coming on a match day. But yeah, moving on from the goalkeepers, you know, but before I move on from the goalkeepers, you know, another goalkeeper, you know, Gabriel Solana, the man that is Polish descent. Yeah, he played for Usmnt, the team that Tariq Maggi used to play for, you know, in the Belgian Pro League. You know, he's on loan from Chelsea. You know, he's a very good goalkeeper. Yeah, he have played all games that he featured, starting all games that he featured this season. Yeah, and for Usmnt this season, he have a 67% save percentage, you know, between the sticks, and a 68 passing percentage. So, you know, he's a goalkeeper that really good at his feet. You know, he's coming from Chicago, so he's one for the future. And they also had a Barcelona goalkeeper, I think he's 17-18. He's also was in the squad. Yeah, his name is Diego Cochen. Yeah, the man from the La Masia Academy in Barcelona. But move on to that. But yeah, defenders, Tim Ream. Yeah, Tim Ream, you know, the most experienced player in this squad. Man that have 55 caps for the US men's national team. Very experienced. You know, I wouldn't say he's a regular starter in the Fulham team, but when it comes on to the US, you know, he's one of the first names to be called in that starting level in the back line, you know, and he have started the last 2 games in the Nations League against Trinidad. So, you know, it's going to be a different partnership pairing with Tim Ream. As I said, you know, Cameron Carter-Vickers, the Celtic man, is not in the 23-man squad for Greg Berhalter. So it's going to be a new partnership. Yeah, but you know, he have played 17 games, started 16 of them. But when you have Abassi and Adebayo in that Fulham backline, 2 younger players, you know, it's going to hard to be, you know, he's going to be that pick, choose and refuse sometimes, just come in, do a job. That's a little thing, you know. And I don't remember what's the Fulham coach name, but you know, it's not his time. Yeah, but moving on, Chris Richards, yeah, the man that from Palace. You know, not so experienced, you know, just over 10 caps, you know, for the US men's national team. You know, very strong, very, very powerful. You know, this player can play CDM, centre back, left back, right back, and don't be surprised if you see a Chris Richards start in that right back over Joe Skelly coming that game against the Jamaica. You know, this is serving a one-match ban, but I might go with, you know, Tim Ream and Chris Richards to start in that back line. You know, young player with partnership with an experienced player. But Miles Robinson is there, you know, Mark McKenzie, another player is there. also. But yeah, that's it, for Chris Richards, yeah, for the US men's national team. Also, Miles Robinson, the Cincinnati man, he was in the last squad that the US men's national team played the Reggae Boyz in Chicago at Soldier Field in that Gold Cup, and he didn't feature in that game, but he's a player that always around the US men's national team. He's an experienced player. Yeah, he's very experienced, but let's see if he can fight him way in that starting level over Tim Ream and Chris Richards. Mark McKenzie, another player, he have played 20 games, for Genk in the Belgian Pro League and started in all 20 games. So very strong, but young player, building the players for the future. And I see a few players, especially Chris Richards and Mark McKenzie, will step up to the plate whenever a 35-year-old, Tim Ream, stepped away from the US men's national team. So, very young player to have, very squad player that can around a team that can come in and do a job. The man for PSV been playing left back throughout his time since he's there, at PSV this season. Scored a wicked goal. I think it was over the weekend, similar to what he scored against the Reggae Boyz, in Austria. I think a couple of years back, in that, I think it was in June, that curling shot. Yeah, so he's going to have a lot of problems sitting or watching his game. His team is getting beaten in that semi-final, but the left back, our next player, yeah, Christopher Lund, yeah, the man who is Danish descent, play for Palmero in that Seria B. Very, very good left back, very strong, very fast. The American, they have two very good left back, Christopher Lund and Anthony Robinson. And I see, Christopher Lund is a very good player to back up, Anthony Robinson whenever, he need a rest, suspension, injury. Just never know. And, the US team, they very, very disciplined, and the players that they pick, they always pick the same amount of, you'd say 17 to 20 players always in the squad whenever they fit. And Christopher Lund recently he's been one of them. Joe Scaly, the man that potentially that will play at right back, yeah, the man that potentially who might play at right back over suspended Sergina Dest. But there's going to be a lot of problem. There's going to be a lot of problem, especially with Joe Scaly, because Joe Scaly is not a natural right back. He's not really he's not that old-time fashion right back where he will go down, get crosses in the box. No, he's more like a stay back home, someone that can play a right inverted, as I used to watch him when he was at NYFC. And I give you some pretty good stats on Joe Scaly. Yeah, Joe Scaly, he played yesterday. I watched him yesterday, but he only got around 15 minutes in the game, yeah, against that 3rd division Bundesliga team. Where's dog is going? Get that he got a game against a 3rd division Bundesliga team. But that dog being catch with my eyesight. But yeah, as I was saying, man, Joe Scaly. Yeah, Joe Scaly played yesterday in that DFB Pokal game against a team in the 3rd division in Germany. Yeah, they call it the Liga 3 Bundesliga, whatever. But yeah, big result, for Subaken in that 3-1 defeat to the Bundesliga team at home. And they after the first time. Yeah, it's the first time, they're in the semi-final of the cup competition, DFB Cup Pokal in the German league. And as I was saying about Joe Scaly, not powerful, not strong, but he's a very disciplined right back, very disciplined. But his stats, this season, Joe Scaly, it's not been impressive. He's a regular member of the Borussia Mönchengladbach team. He have played 24 games, started in 20 games after. He started in 20 games. He have 1,778 minutes under his belt this season for Borussia Mönchengladbach in the German Bundesliga. Successful cross this season, he had 6. Successful dribble, he had 7. 9 chances created. He played in a 3-4-3 system, and for a man that played 1,778 minutes, he should have created more. He have more touches. He should have attempt more crosses, more more successful dribbles and all of that. So he's not attacking fullback. He's more like a stay-home, disciplined fullback. So let's see. Moving on, to the other players that got left out. Trusty, the man from Sheffield, you know, he got left out and all of that. But very surprising not to see Trusty in the squad. But the midfielders, you know, Weston McKennie, Yunus Musa, Tyler Adams, Luca Della Torre, yeah, big midfield. Malik Tillman, Johnny Cardoza. But it's going to be a very, very interesting midfield tree. You know, that midfield tree, you know, with McKennie, you know, Yunus Musa. Will I put Tyler Adams in it? No, I don't think Tyler Adams might start in that game. He might come on and play that last 20 minutes in the game, but it might be, you know, Johnny Cardoza, the Brazilian, not the Brazilian born, but he born from Brazilian parents, the man that born in the northeast of New Jersey, you know, coming over from International in the Brasileira League, you know, now playing at Real Betis under Manuel Pellegrini. You know, he have been a regular since he came over from South America in January, and you could see that it's a player that grew in stature. You know, he's getting more and more pick. He's getting more and more minutes under his belt for the US men's national team, and he's gaining trust under Greg Berhalter this season. So you see that, you know, he's very trusted by the manager, and I think that might be the midfield three: Yunus Musa, McKennie, and Johnny Cardoza. But that midfield, you know, Reggae Boyz have to watch the late run by McKennie, you know, driving into the box late. You know, the driving force by Yunus Musa, the man that can pick up the ball and make a 20 yards dribble with the ball and lay off a beautiful pass. You know, that's his strength. And have to watch the late run in the box from McKennie. Remember what Frank Lampard is running the box with some late and can butt the ball? He's very good at that. And you know, Johnny, he's going to stay warm. He's going to make things ticked over in the middle, you know, shield that back four and map up everything. But yeah, Musa is the man himself, not really a regular starter and a Stefan Pioli this season under AC Milan, you know. So let's see what's going to happen. You know, McKennie is another player, you know, that also just coming off an injury. You know, I think he played on the weekend or so. He got an assist. Yeah, he got an assist in that game. I don't remember who Juve played though, but I don't remember. I'm not going to bust my brain on that, but yeah, I know, you know, McKennie got an assist in that. But moving to the front line, yeah, that will be Balogun, Pulisic, and Timoya. You know, Timoya is a player that, you know, been playing at right wing back for the US men's national team, not for the US men's national team, for the old ladies Juventus this season. Yeah, and you know, it's very interesting, you know, that kind of, you know, get the player in his work rate, you know, when he's playing for the US men's national team, playing at right wing. It's like he's going to have that energy, he's going to have that discipline of tracking back, and he scored. I think he scored on us the last time we played him in Kingston in that World Cup qualifier. I think when Mikel Antonio scored that wonderful goal and he think he equalized, something like that. Yeah, but you know, Timoya is his parents, you know, George Weah, you know, big baller, legend under AC Milan, and his mom, you know, is a Jamaican. But you know, that will be the front three. But Christian Pulisic, yeah, he have rescued, you know, the Rossoneri's at home last time out in the Serie A, scored that lone goal for them also. So not very impressive in form, but whenever he add on that crest with the 52 stars on it, he will fight, he will die, and he will do everything to get his country over the line. That's the mentality of all of these American players. Yeah, so let's see, you know, what's going to happen. Balogun, you know, not so impressive this season, around 6 goals, 5 in the French Liga. Yeah, and last year, so he scored 22 goals for Reims. Yeah, he scored 22 goals for Reims under Wilstin team. Yeah, so I don't know, man. Things might take a little slow time, I think, right now at Monaco, but I see, you know, he's a very good striker. You know, he played in the last Nations League and all that. So let's see what's going to happen. You know, but Malik Tillman, another player in the Eredivisie League. You know, he's currently doing this video right now. You know, they playing Borussia Dortmund. The last time I checked, they're under 1-0 in the Ignace Dunde Park. But Tillman is very surprising. 6 goals, 5 assists this season for PSV. Very impressive. You know, been playing it's like a new signing for PSV. You know, since the calendar year have started. You know, so let's see, you know, what's going to happen. Did I leave out anyone else? Let's see if I leave out anyone else. Josh Sargent. You know, Josh Sargent, the man, you know, that, you know, have scored 9 goals in 2024 for Norwich City this season, and it's very impressive. You know, can he come off the bench and make an impact? Yes, Josh Sargent is a very, very good player, and he's scoring goals. That's why Norwich is up there right now in the 6th position in the championship, because of Josh Sargent goals in 2024, 8 of them. But players that missed out, yes, Aji Wright from Coventry, you don't know, he played for the same team that Joel Latibody played for than Casey Palmer. He have scored 13 goals this season, for Coventry, and Coventry is right up there fighting for a player spot. He scored 2 on the weekend, get his team over the line in a 2-1 victory. Also, who else missing? I'm gonna see if there's this another player, this young kid. Yeah, I think his name is, let's tell you this player name. I forgot. Kevin Paradise, the 20-year-old from Wolfsburg. Yeah, the 20-year-old from Wolfsburg. Normally he could play a left back, but he have left out of the squad. I pick him to be in the squad, but I watched him also over the weekend, and he's a really good young player. But the US team is so strong, so many good players on farm, and not everyone can play. Just 23. So tomorrow going to be that big one. The Reggae Boyz squad will be named tomorrow. Yeah, the Reggae Boyz squad will name tomorrow. So let's see, man. I'm ready for that, man. Yeah, I'm ready for that. Prepare for that. So guys, thanks for watching, man. This is Nicardo Media House. Salute.